How's it going, everyone? My name is Brandon. This is the second episode of the Los Boiz de la Bahia Podcast. I am joined today by
Chumpy
and
Steven.
Steven here today. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. But actually, before we get it started, please make sure to like and subscribe on to our YouTube channel and share the episode either from Spotify or Apple Podcasts and review it on Apple Podcasts. Share it with your friends. Let them know. We're just here to entertain everyone. If you're either here from the Bay, locally, or even those of you that are listening from Japan, thanks to Steven and his friends.
Thank you, Japan.
But
Japan. Don't forget to leave a comment too.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what we can do better. Let us know what we're not doing good. Let us know conspiracy theories or stuff you want us to talk about in the future.
Please.
But other than that, let's go ahead and get the show started.
How many subscribers or not subscribers? How many listeners do we have from Japan? I'm actually curious. I know you told me last time, but I forgot.
For Spotify,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But it's okay. No, we can check.
But the other one podcast, I know we had a little bit.
Okay, so what are we gonna talk about today, boys? What's the plan today?
So about sandwiches.
All right, what kind of sandwiches do you like?
I like the deli sandwiches.
Like from the delicatessen, or like from what kind of sandwich establishment?
Like some like Italian sandwiches.
Yeah, delicatessen.
Nice.
I like when a delicatessen because I only get
I
the.
didn't know they were called like that.
They literally
just
have
call
the
them
name
sandwiches.
delicatessen on top, but of course you're using your damn phone, so you never look on top
I'm
or
sorry.
look above you.
I'm sorry I didn't grow up privileged.
It's okay. I'm sure
Sorry.
you grew up with a a hunch. But
We didn't-
Sorry.
We didn't all go to school in Walnut Creek like you did, Steven. So we weren't surrounded by a high income Italian
There's not
restaurants
high
like
income.
you.
It's like a typical sandwich shop just run by Italians. There's one next to Big Five in Concord.
Luigi's Deli.
Yeah, Luigi's Deli, and then go down Clayton Road, and there's another one by Mountain Mike's. So technically, there is one. There's two actually here in Concord.
Mountain Mike's the one that's across from Domino's?
Yeah.
Okay.
In that parking lot, there's a.
Oh yeah, yes.
See, so there's two of them. So I don't know what
There's actually a good cafe over there too. It's pretty
cafe.
good. Like breakfast diner.
Mountain Mike's.
No. Well, in that shopping center.
What? Oh yeah. The one with the pancakes.
Yeah.
In the corner. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That place is hecka good.
Yeah.
That place is hecka good.
Sandwiches are amazing.
I just like mine with turkey. Well,
I've-
turkey
I
sandwich.
like pastrami's pretty good. I
I saw you had it. I was like,
I've
Brian,
never-
You like it?
I've never really gone to a deli to get sandwiches until you started taking us to delis.
Oh really?
Like I think the first one was
Yeah,
the
Genova.
Geneva Deli, the one over there by De La Salle and Walnut
Yeah.
Creek.
Very
Yeah.
authentic.
Very authentic.
you.
Yes, I
Thank
liked
you.
it. I just kind of disappointed they didn't accept tips because I wanted to tip the people that made the sandwich.
Oh, you could have tipped me for recommending the place, but that's
No,
fine.
I'm not gonna give you extra money.
All right.
I was intimidated before we went inside.
How?
I thought it was fun. What if the mobsters
I was
came
like,
out?
what if the mobsters
The
came
Soprano
out?
family.
Oh, like I was kind of sweating like my ass because
the
I'm
Walnut
like,
Creek mobsters.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, like, oh dude, like I had like my hands were shriveling. I'm like,
Like,
dude,
where's the
can't, like,
cup of coal?
dude, I
Where's the
can't
cup
say
of
anything. I
coal?
can't say anything too offensive or just I can't act stupid or all that. Just
Well,
I gotta act serious. Or they come out from the back and chop off my fingers.
The crazy thing about when we went to the deli is the way that you painted the picture for us in our
Yeah.
head. You made it sound like super Italian, like Italian owned and everything. But a lot of people, no Italians were working there.
I
They're
didn't
all
see
Mexican.
no Italian. They're
Well,
like,
they're not
The,
Mexican.
the,
We're
the
like-
sandwich preparers. Well, not Mexican, but Latinos. We don't want to generalize, you know,
I don't know why
because we don't
why are you
know.
doing
We don't
that?
know.
What's wrong with you?
No, you just
Nothing's wrong with me.
Jesus
But it was cool
Christ.
because the other day too, I went to Geneva and what's it called, or the sandwich place, the delicatessen.
Yeah.
And I saw this guy in there and it was his first time too, because he was like, "Oh, where did I put this? Where did I put there? Where did I put that?" And it was nice. His wife was helping him and everything. His little girl was like with him. I was like, "Oh, it's his first time." But sorry for overhyping it. I like it because
No, I wouldn't say you overhyped it. It's just that
You
you
had a
painted
picture.
a very vivid and detailed picture
typical American
in our head, and we had very high expectations.
But I did love the songs that were playing on the
Yeah.
radio.
Oh yeah,
Authentic Italian music,
You
yeah.
had the authentic,
The vibes,
You had
the
the
vibes,
meat hanging
the
from
hanging
the.
meat, yeah.
That
Oh,
was
yeah,
so
the
nice. The
sausages.
cheese.
Yeah, the sausages,
oh
yeah,
my,
the
that
cheese.
was so like that made me really hungry.
I'm actually craving one right now. I want one right now. The Geneva sandwich.
Yeah.
You want one?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank
You good, Cuddy?
Yeah, I'll get Cuddy.
You good,
You good?
Cuddy?
You
I'm
good?
good.
Hey, you
But
good?
But there's that
You
place.
good?
There's other delicatessens that
Irish
I don't know.
right?
I feel like Geneva does it right because they put the right amount of ham. Other places put too much ham. They have good bread. Some other places have their bread dry. So it's like I really like Geneva's, and it's really really good. And it's not like a chain. Oh, it's
Hold it like this.
It's not a chain restaurant. or a chain store or whatever. It's just like a local, and
It has like little businesses around, like little stores and how
its headquarters is in Walnut Creek too. Well, headquarters like the warehouse, it's in Walnut Creek too.
Speaking of headquarters, Round Table. I know you love Round Table a lot, but
I wasn't talking about sandwiches.
Oh, sorry.
No, but we could go. It's still
it's still Italian. It's still not Italian, but it just has But I was gonna just we'll go back. We'll go back. But
put the mic a little closer and speak a little louder.
Okay.
So that the levels are higher.
like this.
No, because then it's gonna
hurt the ears.
Sound
But the Round Table. Hey, you guys ever switched the Round Table in your social media? And I don't know social
like on Instagram.
No, on the internet. You search up Round Table, right? You search up where the headquarters located at, and it says Concord, California.
Really?
Yeah.
Round Table headquarters is here in Concord?
If you go on the internet,
no, it's not.
If you go on the internet,
stop lying.
That's what it says.
But isn't Round Table a Bay Area establishment?
Is it?
No, it's not.
I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah,
no,
I think it
no
is.
way. I thought it was like a national.
Because
thing.
there's not one in Japan. There's not one in Mexico. There's not even in LA. I think Round Table is a Bay Area. Like a Bay Area establishment.
Well, you heard that Round Table is part of the Bay Area.
It is a Bay Area.
It is.
It is a Bay Area. Oh, like just like Safeway. Safeway is Bay Area.
It says Round Table Pizza is a chain and franchise of pizza parlors in the Western United States. The first Round Table restaurant was opened in 1959, and the company has over 400 restaurants. The company is headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia.
What?
Oh, never mind then.
No way. What?
Where'd you get Concord?
I remember I was doing Round Table research. It's a little.
They have a corporate office on Willow Pass.
No, okay, yeah.
It's not headquarters.
That makes
the
sense.
actual headquarters of the company is in Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
So it's not a Western.
Yeah,
well, it's majority of it is Western United States.
It's just Domino's. Domino's is worldwide.
Isn't Domino's nationwide?
Yeah, nation and worldwide. Yeah,
planet-wide.
Yeah, because it was in Japan as well, and I was like, Domino's here.
No, but the top tier pizza would be Little Caesars.
Stop.
Little Caesars.
I know that's very
Little Caesars is top tier. You know why?
Yeah.
You know why Little Caesars is top tier? Because the owner of Little Caesars paid Rosa Parks bail.
Oh,
Didn't
really?
she?
Oh, I didn't know that.
And her rent also.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
It's
but
a history thing.
It's from Detroit, right? The creators, the founders from Detroit.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
It's
isn't she
Detroit
dead?
pizza.
So can't they redirect the funds back to their pizza maker? Wait, because look at this. You guys don't question why it's $5? Like, you don't question that?
Steven hates Little Caesars pizza because he's very stingy and
not stingy. It's just
he doesn't because Steven comes from a very privileged and high economic background, going to school in Walnut Creek and everything.
That's not true.
So he doesn't know how to appreciate the little things.
The little things
like
things that give me cancer.
Pizza.
That's why.
Little Caesars does not give you cancer.
Kind of like if you know.
Yes, Little Caesars is not the best quality pizza.
So why were you?
But when you're,
but it's handmade. It's handmade actually.
It's not handmade.
No.
If you go in the store, you could see the people in the back making the dough,
Same with Mike's, same with Round Table.
So I don't know why you say. I don't know why you say it's not processed. I don't get it. It's top tier. It is top tier.
McDonald's and Burger King. McDonald's and Burger King don't have the best burgers, but everyone goes there. When you want a quality burger, you go to In-N-Out or Five Guys or Red Robin's or something like that, right? Yeah.
Like some steakhouses.
And we all know that Little Caesars isn't the best pizza.
So why shop there?
But it's just we're not always financially capable to buy the most expensive pizza.
We live in Concord. Actually, where we're filming right now, he has a nice place. He lives in a nice neighborhood, and he's over here. And literally Round Table is literally 30 minutes. No, not even
30 minutes.
3 minutes.
It's like 3 minutes drive from my house.
Drive
what
and
the
a
fuck?
2-minute walk. Okay, because this guy, he loves Round Table.
And you live in Gunpoint.
Exactly.
You live in
we have a Little
Gunpoint.
Caesars. That just shows you right there, redlining right there, redlining. Because look at all the poor communities.
How is that redlining?
hear me
You live
out.
in
Hear
Bayport.
me
I live
out.
in Concord.
Hear me out.
It's completely different area code.
Hear me out, because you took down your Texas flag. So anyways, so what happened is, where all the poor areas, of course, there's the cheap food, right? Like Little Caesars. But if you live in a nice neighborhood like this guy right here, bro, there's a Round Table right here. And Round Table charges like $25 for a medium pizza. It's a good pizza. They actually put in love. They put real ingredients. They put real vegetable, fresh vegetables on there, and real meat. If you saw the video on TikTok for Little Caesars, how they make their sauce, it's disgusting. It's just water, the fake tomato paste, and fake spices, and then they use the grinder thingy that they use for people who used to make
whipped cream. They use it right there in the tub, and then there's your secret sauce for Little Caesars.
I think what you're talking about is the food blender.
Food blender.
It's like a stick that they use to mix like the cream and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're talking about. That's the one. They just saw the video. The mixer, yeah. So I was like, oh, that's disgusting. I know which video you're talking about,
right? Too. It did look kind of gross because all they did was they put like oregano and like a bunch of water and pre-blended tomato sauce and everything.
Exactly.
No, but honestly, to be real with you, Little Caesars was more like if you're lazy, if you don't want to spend too much, that's the pizza to go to.
Yeah, because there's times where we do get quality pizza. Like the other night when I came over to your house, you guys got Mountain Mike's. Remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so there's times when we splurge on food. Like, we get some quality pizza or some quality, like, burgers or wings or something or whatever, you know? But not all the time. It's because, because Little Caesars, usually when we buy Little Caesars is when it's late and, like, we don't all have that much money. Or towards the end of the month. Because at the beginning of the month, we buy higher quality food. Mm-hmm. But towards the end of the month, when our paychecks get a little low or whatever, we buy, like, more, like, cheaper food.
Then we could go for the more better stuff, like, burger. Because if you buy Little Caesars, more calories, right? So why would you buy something cheap? And that's how those big... fast food companies get you because they know that poor people can only afford their products, so they make it cheaper, which is more, unhealthier for all of us.
Domino's, not Domino's, Round Table, big corporate too.
No, because they're only found in the western part of the United States, so they're not corporate.
It's also a corporation. It's
big pizza. It's not a corporation because it's only found in the Bay Area.
Big pizza.
So is Amazon not corporation?
It is corporation.
Okay, so it's okay. So
your point
makes
is.
Sense. My point is, Round Table isn't corporation.
It is.
Yes, it is.
I don't know why you're defending it.
I'm not defending it. I'm just speaking facts.
Just because the Supreme Court said that corporations are people doesn't mean that they are, okay?
Well, I mean, that's what the Supreme Court said. That's your conservatives who elected them. So don't worry. I don't know why you're arguing with me about that.
I don't know why you're bringing politics to this, Steven.
This
is a safe space right here. You don't have to. Don't force your political theory ideology.
Yeah, sandwiches.
But like we were saying,
you guys did.
Pizza, yeah, I love pizza. Pizza's really cool.
I think Zachary's pizza is really good.
I haven't tried it. That's the deep dish place.
Chicago style pizza.
I like deep dish.
Chicago style. You don't like Zachary's? I thought you always had Zachary's.
You know which place I really want to try?
I had it, but
you know which place I really want to try? I went out last week to see Black Widow with a friend, right? And she tried iSlice.
Oh, that's
pretty good. iSlice is good.
I never tried it. My brother and my dad, they went to iSlice when it first opened. It's like New York style, so it's like thin.
New York style.
And I was like, damn, like that shit looked hella good. Like I told her when she was eating it, I'm like, damn, bro, that pizza looked hella good. And then I was like eating my chicken sandwich. And I'm like, I really want to go to try it. Like, cause I haven't been. I don't know, like the joke that my brother and my dad told me, they asked the guy, I was like, so what's different about your pizza compared to like other pizza? I was like, oh, it's New York style, like we use the water from New York or something to make the dough. And
what the heck?
I don't know. I think it was like a joke or something.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. It's like
freaking shitty sewer water.
Rat water.
But the pizza looks like a good.
With AIDS.
But yeah, to the conversation we were having earlier about sandwiches.
Wait,
sandwiches are awesome.
I was gonna say Alexis had, or Chumpy had the calzone.
Oh, calzone's delicious. You guys like calzones?
Never had calzone.
Never had a calzone?
I never really knew what a calzone was.
It's like a
Parks and Rec.
It's like an empanada kind of.
No, yeah, empanada. It's like an Italian empanada, right?
Yeah.
Calzone.
And you just stuff it with
like tomato sauce and like
vegetables, meat and cheese. It's a whole different it's delicious. Just the crust is really good on the outside, Just really...
Dang, I should get that after we do this. I'm gonna get
it's
two slices.
I could go for some pizza.
Yeah, I go for some pizza too, but not.
You guys want New York pizza?
Yeah.
You been in New York pizza?
Huh?
You been in New York pizza?
Is that a place?
Yeah, it's a place over here in
where?
Down in Pleasant Hill, right?
I mentioned that to you last time.
I had it when I used to have it all the time.
The New York,
it's really good.
I just want the slice. I don't want a big box.
I forgot how much was the whole box was, but it was pretty good pizza.
Yeah.
But anyways,
sandwiches. Sandwiches
like
are really good.
Lasagna.
Sandwiches. I love lasagna.
You like lasagna? I don't know.
Yeah, but can we go back to sandwiches? I wasn't done.
All right, my bad.
But yeah, we were talking about delis and sandwiches and stuff. Sunrise Bagels.
That's not a sandwich. It's a bagel.
It's not a deli, but they have really good sandwiches there.
Okay, yeah.
Safeway makes pretty good sandwiches.
No, they don't.
Sandwiches.
Safeway makes good sandwiches.
They do have good catering food.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
have the what's it called? They have
mac
their
mac
and cheese, chicken tenders.
Chinese food's okay there.
I like
their potato wedges.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I saw them make the other day. I was like, should I get them? I was like, no, I'm gonna get the Chinese food.
Each time I walk by the Safeway, I don't know if it's to me, but each time you walk by the Safeway, the part of the deli part of the Safeway, you see the meat hanging. You see the meat like on the fishnet. Like for some reason, as a little kid or till now, I just want to like grab the meatloaf and just take a bite of it.
Oh my god!
Because it's so big.
It's so big. It looks so good.
It's like, dude, that looks good. Like I just want to walk up to it and get a bite.
Just take that shit with me, you know.
I don't know. I feel the same way, but when I go to Cinnabon, I'll go pass by Cinnabon in the mall, and I'd be like, "Oh, I just want to bite it." It's hecka good. I love Cinnabon.
Didn't they used to give like little cinnamon roll samples?
Yes,
Right?
I remember that. Yeah,
No fucking way.
The little cinnamon sticks too. They're like, oh, they're so
cinnamon
good.
sticks are really good.
Yeah, I love
They're so
cinnamon sticks.
sugary though. They're
Yeah,
bad.
super
You
sugary.
mean churros?
Yeah.
Churros are the same thing, no?
What the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about, boy?
What the fuck?
I ain't talking about
Cinnabon.
I don't talk about my Cinnabon like that. They also have Cinnabon in Japan. That one too.
Really?
Yeah, but I never ate it over there. But they have it. I remember.
Did you say most of the places that you wanted to eat that were like from America were like in a military part of Japan, like
Well, my friend-
occupied by the U.S.
Yeah,
military?
Okinawa?
No. There's a military base where I used to live by Yokohama. I think it's like half an hour away from Yokohama going south. And yeah, there's a military American military base, but I didn't go there. But I know a friend that went there, and then a friend that took pictures in there as well. And yeah, there's like Popeyes, there's a Subway, there's a Cinnabon in there. But there's another I think there's a city near Yokohama called Fujisawa. I think Fujisawa, and there's a mall when you get out of the station, and then there's like
There's a mall. There's a mall in there too.
Oh, the malls in Japan, or at least in Tokyo, they're crazy cool.
They're like futuristic, like
I don't know,
vending machines.
I don't know if you call it futuristic, but in Japan, right?
It's clean.
No, it's not clean. But I mean,
compared to the
clean.
malls in America.
No, it's clean, but it's like they're built within the train station. Like there's the malls in Japan.
Sorry.
They're so cool because they're literally in Yokohama. You get out the station, right? Because it's a big station, and literally once you get out, you're in the mall, and like you go in the mall, and like you go down even like further down, and you see all the bunch of stores, and literally you can hear the once you go to the food court, and there's like a part of the food court, you can hear you can feel the vibrations of the train passing by.
So the train's on top of
Yeah.
that.
That's pretty interesting.
It's so cool. And
Nice
then
architecture.
and then another station, it's in another station. There's the mall isn't there, but you get off the train, you make a left, you walk, and the mall is like literally right next to the train tracks. It's hecka cool. It's so
nice.
convenient. Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
it's super convenient.
It's crazy. I would love, you know,
Just some quick little context.
Go there.
Steven actually studied abroad in Japan on behalf of SF State.
Yes, I did go study
Which
abroad.
Steven is actually going to be graduating from later this month.
Thank
so
you.
Round of applause. Congratulations to the boy Steven.
Thank you.
Graduating. What are you graduating with again?
With a bachelor's degree in criminal justice.
Nice.
Nothing specifically, just criminal justice.
First Mexicanos that we know that went to Japan, so which is very, very
True.
You should have pride in that, you know.
I am
many
very
have the
proud of that.
chance
Thank you.
to go over there, you know.
I did.
Aren't you
Thank
also the
thank
first person in your family to attend the university and graduate?
Yeah, I'm first person in my family to attend college, the first one to graduate from college, the first one to study abroad, and yeah, so I'm maybe the first one too to live abroad, because I don't know if I'm going back to Japan. I want to, but you know, life is coming too fast, so I'm not sure yet, and life is crazy, and so I don't know. But you guys have the chance to study abroad.
Yeah.
and so
Definitely, I will take that. I'll take that.
But where would you go?
I don't know.
Do you think you can study abroad in Ireland?
Ireland would be nice. Korea.
Ireland?
Can you study abroad in
Not
in,
North Korea, okay?
Yeah, South
Not
Korea.
North.
South
Yeah,
Korea.
Yeah,
South Korea.
Chumpy supports the North Korean dictatorship.
He supports the DMZ.
Yes, I support hell Kim Jong Un.
Kim
You have a
Il-sung.
hairdo?
A
You have his hairdo.
little bit.
No, not a little bit. He
But,
does. No, just a little bit. Yeah.
Could you technically
Just a little bit.
study abroad in Canada, or would you just go to school in Canada?
No,
Because it's up north.
you study abroad in Canada.
Can you?
You study abroad in Canada.
I think with Mexico, right? You could just study abroad down there.
Yeah.
It'd be
I
cool
think
to
like
study
those
abroad in Mexico.
The
That'd be cool.
Mexico City, the university, that famous college in Mexico City, where the team, the soccer team, the Pumas, the Mexican team plays in. Right there.
Arriba las Chivas, all the way. Screw America. Not America, the country. America is in the soccer team.
But maybe you guys should try to study abroad, like in a country that's like
Maybe Spain.
no. No.
Wait,
Go
why
to,
not?
no Spain.
What about Russia?
Yes, go to
No,
Russia.
yeah,
I don't know because I
How
chose
about Poland,
no because I chose Poland's fine. I chose
Argentina.
Norse countries.
that's fine with me. As long as it's not
countries,
Spain, Spain, Italy, France. Like I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that or the UK. There's nothing wrong. It's just that everybody goes there, and that's why I chose Japan because I was like I don't want to go somewhere because at first it was Italy. But then I changed it. And at first, I was like, okay, I did bad in Italian language.
I feel
Okay,
like
I'm
Japan
sorry.
would be
But
really
then,
big.
What if-
yeah, but
what if I go-
then
Steven, what
my
if I go-
second, and then my second choice was that you always interrupt. People tell you to interrupt, so hold up,
Yeah, you
buddy.
gotta
hold up, buddy.
Hold your horses.
Yeah, hold your tongue.
Why are you being so
And then-
machista right now?
And then the second one was that that I came to a conclusion that everybody goes to Europe. And everybody goes, to those places. That's like, and people always say, "Oh, I go to Spain and Spain this, Spain that, or France here, France that," and that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's just for me, in my opinion, it's like, no, I'll go to like Asia or go to like the Middle East or go to maybe North Africa or even Africa in general. Or if you want to go to Europe, yeah, like Russia, Sweden, or Denmark, or even Germany. I don't know how many people went to Germany.
Guten Tag.
Or yeah, or
I wanna go to
Switzerland.
Germany.
Yeah, say
Germany.
Germany, Switzerland. Or if you're gonna go France, maybe like I don't know, maybe like Marseille or
I
like,
want to speak German.
right. Oh yeah, you could go to Germany or Italy. Like go
I
to
don't know-
Sicily
I don't know
or
why, but I've had an itch to learn how to speak Russian for some reason.
because of CYC. Привет,
Привет.
привет, как дела? Хорошо. До свидания. До свидания.
And some bad words that we know too.
Oh, I can't say that.
Family friendly.
Babushka, babushka, dadushka,
Suka.
dadushka.
But yeah, I want to go study. What if I went study abroad in Norway so I can be surrounded by the Norwegian Amazons?
Hey, that's fine with me. You can even go to
They got
Iceland
they
for
got
all I
some
care.
Some tall, very beautiful women
where?
out there in Norway.
Norway, really tall?
Tall.
Yeah, but yeah, at the end of the day,
went-
whichever country you go to, like, I mean, this doesn't matter with me. I'll be like, hey, you finally took the advantage of going to study abroad. Like, yes, it's Spain. Okay, that's fine. But, at least you did it. Yeah. And
I went to UC Riverside for a 10-day conference, and they had some Norwegians that play for their volleyball team. Norwegian women.
Wow.
Some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life, dude.
Ooh.
Freaking tall, taller than me, dude, and I'm 6'2".
yeah, I got
They-
Built.
They can toss me around all they
Toss
want.
me around all they want. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Come on.
I'm decent, okay? I actually, I respect everybody.
Okay. Don't get started with your.
They taught me how to respect in Japan, like
whatever.
highly respectful.
Whatever.
So I was appreciative of that, okay?
Didn't you say the people over there are kind of awkward?
No, they're not awkward. It's just that
Not people, but like females
No,
interacting with outsiders.
no, not females. It's the
See, the men are
no, the men are shy when it comes to
Women
when it comes to like not talking to women, but like asking them out or like asking even to like a because that's what I heard that
It's a country full of betas.
I never said that.
Oh,
I didn't say that. I love
whoa.
Japan. But no, that the Japanese the women they like foreigners because they're just or like Americans because we're so like I mean I don't know how to explain it. Communication wise, like we're not shy. We're not
shy.
Yeah, we like to
open.
stand out. We're stylish
Loud.
and stuff like that, and loud. That could be a downside to it, but at the same time, it's like, well, like they're like they not macho, but like they're big.
They want
And
to speak. They speak.
they
up.
speak on what's on their mind.
all
basically.
the genetically modified food that we eat.
Exactly. Yeah.
You think that Japan or the Japanese people would hate us a lot, especially after what happened in World War II and then Logan Paul situation?
No. Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, I
Sounds
feel like
they're okay with it.
No,
now.
I feel like Japan has always hate foreigners. I mean,
Oh,
maybe,
yeah,
or
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
don't get me
white
wrong. It's
foreigners.
like they like want them to welcome, but just
'Cause-
more. It's a lack of respect that
Yeah.
people.
Well, the
have.
new generation is fine with welcoming foreigners, and it's
We're just being
that.
culturally insensitive.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I just think Japan is more of a. It's like Mexico, kind of. It's nationalistic. It's very nationalistic,
Prideful.
prideful. Yeah, prideful. Of their history, of their.
I mean, they're all
yeah.
100 or not 100, like what 90% homogenous
What's
or
that?
95% homogenous.
What
like,
does homogenous mean?
like there's like one
Very-
one race or like one
There was just
ethnicity, one ethnicity.
Oh, yeah.
Ethnicity.
Mhm.
And so I mean, I could see the nationalistic
Views on
views, or side that they take, but
'Cause
the newer generation or the new one and then the one before are like more open to
most of their
to
lifetime as a
foreigners.
country was spent in isolation.
Yeah, was it 200 years?
Isolationist.
That's crazy. Or
200 plus years.
But I mean, on the other hand, it's a nice country. Honestly, I think
beautiful
the people
country.
are nice.
It's
obviously.
beautiful.
Aside from the killer
Beautiful
hornet.
country. Beautiful country.
And the nature wise, they have a nice environment. The pink blossoms or the
Sakura.
cherry
Yeah.
blossoms.
Sakura.
Cherry blossom?
Sakura.
Yeah,
Sakura.
cherry blossom.
Not cherry blossom. Sakura.
Sakura.
That's nice.
You can say
Nice
that too,
name.
Brandon, if you want, but you want to say the anglo-sized version. That's okay.
English.
That's why I lost.
No, it's Sakura.
You're gonna anglonize it.
Sakura, like from Naruto? Like from
What's the
anime?
drink called? The Japanese drink called?
Sake.
Huh?
Sake.
No, the
Sapporo.
Sapporo.
What's
What's that? Japanese beer?
Yeah, I remember it's my favorite. I always tell you
Oh.
guys I love Sapporo. Oh,
I
the
think
other day.
didn't I try it?
Yeah, you're
Oh
like.
no, that we were at the
I think it's
Hop
Sake.
Grenade.
No, I went to a Japanese restaurant here locally with my mom, right?
Where?
I can't say because I was gonna say the story that so we went in
Is
there,
it a
right?
Monument?
No.
Okay, never mind.
And I went in and the lady came over and she was like, "Hey, can I take your order?" And I was like, "Yeah, can I get a Sapporo?" And she was like, she looked at me confused and she was like, "Do you mean a Sapporo?" And I was like, "Oh my!" I was like, "Oh
She
my
said
god!"
Sapporo?
Yeah, I was
Instead of
like,
that anglicized?
"Yeah," I was
She
like,
didn't say it
"No."
like
It wasn't Japanese, right?
Japanese.
No, she was Japanese. No, she wasn't
Oh.
Japanese. But the waitress was like, "You mean a?" I was just like, "Can I get a Sapporo?" You know, Sapporo, the right way. And she was like, "Oh, you mean a Sapporo?" I was like, "Oh god!" I was like, "Yeah, just give me that." I was like, "Might as well."
Steven's inner wannabe.
all your hard learning work of learning Japanese.
Steven's wannabe
All for
Japanese.
Yeah.
Steven's wannabe
Well-
Japanese blood.
Well-
What if someone called you out for trying too hard?
What? I mean, I went there. I studied abroad. If I'm gonna say it right, I'm gonna say it right. I mean, I'm not appropriating anything. It's
No,
just,
yeah, 'cause I don't think you really appropriated their culture. You're just learning to be more appreciative.
yeah, of the language
There's a
and
difference.
everything. Yeah, the beauty of the language. And then but what I found out too is when I heard it in Japan was that people here, you know how they call sake sake.
Sake.
Technically, that's
Really?
correct. Sake.
Sake's correct.
No. When they say sake, you know how like people what's the word, they not misinterpret, but they not exchange, but they what's the word, they go back and forth between sake and sake. You know, when they like, "Oh, can I get a sake?"
Uh-huh.
People say sake.
Sake.
Yeah,
in
I heard some
Japan?
people. No,
Or in-
here. People are like, "Can I get a sake?"
Oh,
And I
so they're
remember-
saying sake.
Yeah, and I remember I'm like, "Oh, that's not how you say it." But technically, it is correct because in Okinawa they say sake. He's like, "Can I get a sake?" So I was like, "Oh," I was like, I thought they were just saying it because they didn't know how to pronounce it, but in reality, it's technically it's right. So I was like, "Oh, okay." If I hear sake, like that's fine with me. But usually I just go with sake or osake.
Osake.
To be more. It's just alcohol. It usually it's alcohol.
I'm very excited to try sake, the rice, Japanese rice wine.
Oh, you'll be specific. You say nihonshu because sake just means alcohol.
Nihonshu.
Yeah, nihonshu.
Is that the one with
So
rice?
you
in it?
lied to me.
Japanese.
What is that? What is that?
You
he's
lied to
talking
me this
about?
whole time. Then
No,
you
what
said
for
sake
sake?
is
You're
Japanese rice wine.
gatekeeping
Why are
Japanese
you
Sorry.
culture
gatekeeping
from us.
Japanese
Nihonshu.
lingo?
Gatekeeping it.
Well, because first off, when I said Sapporo, you didn't want to. No, when I said Sakura, you didn't want to pronounce it the first time until we guilt
Said
tripped you.
Sakura.
No, but we guilt tripped you because you knew you're on camera, and then said,
Oh no, it's done.
No, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
No, just
Yeah,
stop
I
it and then restart it.
Oh,
There you go.
guys, we're back on.
I did it, but you did
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, so sorry, guys.
That's okay.
You
It's
were-
so sorry. It's sake just means alcohol in Japanese. If you want to be specific, you say nihonshu.
Is that the one he's talking about?
Yeah, the Japanese wine, the
Wine with rice? Or
rice
just
wine, or the wine rice, white rice.
So is it rice and wine or just...
They make
Just-
wine.
It's fermented from the rice. It's
Rice.
Oh,
fermented from it.
okay.
Yeah.
How do you ferment rice?
Or something like that. It's the process.
But
It's-
I'm excited to try the Nihonshu
Hey, nice.
and
Nihonshu.
the
Not that bad.
Sapporo.
Oh, not that bad too. Sapporo. Yeah,
Sakura or
Sapporo. Yeah,
Sapporo.
God, no.
Steven, what do you think about the people liking Japan just because they want to see anime?
The
If you go to
the
Japan,
weebs.
yeah, if
Like
you go to
and Adrian
Japan,
and your brothers like a couple years ago.
No, I really know.
Yeah,
I
if
really
you go
watch
to
it.
Filthy
Japan-
Frank all the
Nah,
time.
okay, I would go to see that too, but no, honestly, there's more than just like anime, obviously.
You know,
100%
It's like
more than.
Mexicans, it's like they're more than it's just like tacos.
Yeah,
There's
it's more than
Mexicans
that.
than Speedy Gonzalez.
Soccer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And soccer.
Exactly. It's way more than so.
Indigenous culture.
Yeah, if people.
Is there such thing as indigenous? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, and I know
No, it's
I know there's a lot of
That's
people
fine. It's fine.
out there that get mad because I interrupt or talk too much. But Oscar, and others.
Yes,
I love you, Oscar.
there was an
But,
indigenous population in Japan
is
in Hokkaido. And yeah, in
What are they
Hokkaido.
called?
Oh my god, Ainu. No. I think that's south. No.
I know what you're
I think it's
on.
Ainu.
You're on there. You're on the
Inu? No, that's a dog.
What is that? Oh no. But they have
Ainu.
beard. But they have beard.
I think that's the
And they look
Ainu.
very. They don't
Ainu.
look Japanese.
Ainu.
And then they breed it right with
Ainu.
the people on the island.
Ainu.
Is that what they are?
No, I knew.
I know.
I know. Oh, you know.
You knew. I knew.
Shiba.
You. Such a boy.
Kiss me through the phone.
No, I knew, but they moved. They were indigenous, and then they got conquered, and then they moved up to The majority of them are in Hokkaido, like the north part of Japan. You know how you see picture of Japan and like that big chunk of island on the top? Yeah, that's Hokkaido. That's
So
where they are.
you can still find indigenous.
Yeah.
Oh, they're darker skin.
Yeah, they're darker skin. Yeah, they're darker skin.
It's crazy.
Question.
Yeah.
When you were there, was there? Well, first of all, the question I was gonna follow that up with: is there still like a samurai population for people that practice the way of the samurai?
No, well, I think in like traditional.
Not like they battle and everything, but like they practice the principles, like they
The morals, the moral code.
live the
By the
samurai
code.
way.
No, I don't think so. Maybe in Kyoto, which is like the used to be the capital for 1,000 years. Maybe, but I've never been to Kyoto. But they have like they could do it through like kendo. You know, the Japanese like
Isn't that where they fight with,
fighting
like,
six. Yeah, I think there's some way like
They
that.
talked about
Mhm.
that in Ninjago. Lego
Oh.
Ninjago.
Somehow this ties in with the Jago.
Yeah, Ninjago.
I think I just find it funny though. I just
I can spell kendo in kanji. I can do it. Not to flex, but
no,
what's it
you can
called?
flex
Also,
about
my
that's a good
other
thing to
question:
flex.
when you were there, was there any like crazy weather, like monsoons or like?
Oh yeah, there's
hurricanes and stuff?
not monsoons but typhoon.
There's a typhoon.
There was a typhoon. It was crazy, and there was like an earthquake too. Like while the typhoon was like happening.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. The whole building shook, and we're like,
It
"Ah."
shook, really?
Yeah,
Like it was like you actually
Yeah.
saw like
yeah.
no way.
I felt
That's-
it. It was the building. Yeah, was shaking. I was like, oh, I was like, it's an earthquake. But that was like the major one, and then after that was like little ones, like little like tiny.
Aftershocks?
Yeah, aftershocks. But that was throughout the year. And
Mm.
so you'll be sleeping and then like you'll move and you'll be like, oh, not again. You get used to it.
So it's like normal for them.
Yeah. It got normal to me after a few months. I was just like moving in bed. I remember it clearly too because I was like half asleep and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh man. Yeah, I was like, oh. Then I woke up and books moved and I was like, oh, it was an earthquake that happened last night.
What if it was just me in the back, just
Yeah, you came to Japan.
I came and I started moving the.
Yeah, 5,000 miles across the ocean to come see me in a location that I never even shared.
I feel like in California with earthquakes,
Everyone's like, yeah.
You said it's like kind of normal, right?
Yeah. You get used to it.
I feel like it is normal for Californians, but I just feel like it's not as normal. Or would it be for Japan?
I feel like we're
because we never like from in my experience, I
No, 'cause
never
Japan's
felt
on
an
a fault
actual
line,
like
too.
earthquake. I just
Yeah.
felt like little.
isn't Japan on a fault line?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ring of Fire.
Yeah. It's like on, like literally
Japan
on
to,
it.
like from Japan up to like China or like
Yeah.
whatever, Russia, and then the strait,
And then on the
Russia to
Pacific
China-
coast.
from Russia to Alaska, and then down Alaska, down the Pacific coast,
Yeah,
to
it's-
parts of Mexico.
Yeah, it's literally
And
on
then
it.
on
the
Chile,
ocean.
it's on
Yeah.
Chile
Yeah.
too. It's crazy.
I think
The Ring of
Chile
Fire.
and
Thanks, Johnny
Japan.
Cash.
Yeah, Chile and Japan are the most like earthquake prone countries, I think.
Oh yeah, I
What is it
forgot
called?
about who forgot about Chile. They also get earthquakes too. They got a bad
They had
one
the
recently.
biggest one in
Yeah.
history.
right?
Yeah, 9.0
When was that? Like
in this 1960. Like 9. Can you believe a 9.0? That's crazy.
I almost forgot about the 19.
Very high
Was it
on the
ni-
Richter scale.
Yeah,
was it 1906 earthquake in San Francisco?
Oh, that
what
was-
year? What year?
06 and 89.
Yeah. 06. No,
06,
yeah,
right?
06.
That's
And
crazy.
89.
That's
89.
You know-
yeah,
The bigger one was in 06.
you know how in San Francisco how the hills are like the roads are built different, like are more like
Up and
downhill.
down? Yeah.
Is it true that that's because of the earthquake or just like that's how it's built?
That's a good question. I do not even
I
know.
thought when I
why.
was little, I thought it was
thought
because
it
of
was
the
just because it was
the
on a hill.
earthquake. I thought it was because of the earthquakes that did it.
Maybe because it was on a hill. I don't know. I really that one I
It's
don't
built
know.
like that.
I don't know.
They're built different.
They're
San
different. They're a
Francisco's
whole different breed.
San Francisco's a whole different like.
San Francisco's a whole different breed.
You got
entirely.
breed.
you got crackheads on the street. You got people
Bullshitting everywhere.
just like freaking defecating all
Wait,
over the
does one of you
street.
guys want to say the story of how we saw that guy?
Oh, the guy
That was in the
defecating.
financial district or something?
No, he was
it
just
was next to
like
a art building.
In the construction
he
worker?
was like a golem kind of. It was like
golem?
Schmiegel. He's just like,
Who wants to tell the story?
Yeah.
and like there was like poo poo just
The
like
Trumpy saver.
coming like from behind him. It's weird, when the dog poop.
No.
I don't know why I'm going so descriptive.
That
about
wasn't his poop. That was his schlong.
schlong.
That was his
Oh,
schlong.
schlong.
That was his schlong. It was disgusting.
But we're driving around. I can't believe we went around him 3 times. It's just to see him poop.
I was a driver. These guys were like, "Oh, Steven, please let me see him."
Steven, please go around. I want to see what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. I was
Bro,
like,
but you saw the poop was like kind of like
It wasn't
peacefully
poop,
going
it was
down.
schlong.
no, that was his
No,
schlong.
but he was pooping too at the same time. He was, pushing it out. It was like peacefully pushing it, like.
Oh my
It was
god.
crazy because no one else that was walking around him was reacting.
No,
It
but
seemed
there
like it was-
people. There were people like kind of like what
like
the
the
hell is this guy
construction workers
doing?
were all
Yeah,
confused.
yeah,
They were
construction
like-
workers, yeah.
Like,
looking at him.
I don't know.
It was funny because we were driving by, we were heading back home, and then we saw this homeless dude, and like he just started like pulling his pants down and spreading his cheeks, and I guess he started pooping, and we just like Chumpy said he saw the poop go down so like peacefully and like swiftly and like slow motion.
We should have helped
and
him,
then,
guys.
and then I guess this dude just started walking around
Wiping
pantsless,
him?
and you just see this dude's schlong. It was like as he was walking, it would like swing. It was so weird.
When was that?
When we went to San Francisco.
I like how it's funny how you're describing how the schlong moves. Like if that was
No, because we all saw the same thing. But and then the construction workers saw him, and the people were watching him.
Oh, the
and
same
they're
guy.
like looking at him, and and then I yelled out heck loud. I'm like, this dude taking a shit.
Oh, I remember that.
I yelled out
Yeah.
heck loud. It was like
Sir.
funny. And then we drove off because we thought the guy was gonna chase us.
I thought he was gonna throw shites out of my car. I was like, heck, no, he's gonna grab it. Yeah, and just fling it at me.
Muscle man.
But I hope that guy's okay now. I hope that guy's okay.
Yeah,
he probably
hopefully,
do the
yeah,
same
he's
spot,
okay.
but I hope he's okay. I remember when I was a kid, going to San Francisco was like a big thing. I was like, oh, it was like San Francisco, the city. I was like,
Mainly-
whoa, it's
I felt like
big.
Los Angeles. I felt like it was a 6-hour drive.
See,
when I
guys,
was little.
what I always say, this guy always feels
No,
like he
I
wants to
just
go to
know, I felt
LA. I don't know why.
As a little kid,
San Francisco and LA are completely different cities, different. LA. Oh, I
But you're the
can't
same
believe
person that
you.
always talks about New York and all that.
I don't go to New York.
delis. Oh my gosh, I listen to Frank Sinatra.
I am the New
I'm
York
not from New Jersey. I'm not from Hoboken. I'm
Oh
not
my
from
gosh,
New
guys.
York.
I am the neutral party.
Huh?
Yeah, but at least you don't fantasize and get a hard on for LA like this guy on your right
LA
side. So second of all, so when I was a kid, so when I went on BART and I always go with my mom and dad, right? So we'll go to San
I'm not
Francisco.
interrupting this time.
So we'll go to San Francisco and I'll check out on the windows, and I don't know, it's just San Francisco was like, oh, like by the bay, like the cold wind, and like you get your jacket and then you see the clouds and you're like, oh my god, like this is the city. Not LA. What do you mean LA?
Not New York.
That's fine. I never said anything about New
Yeah,
York.
you do. You say like, oh my Frank
know what we
Sinatra.
should
Oh my god,
do?
my little radio. Oh my gosh.
How does that compare to New York?
Brooklyn. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Neutral.
You know what?
Dodgers.
As a neutral party here, between the Confederates and not the Confederates.
Whoa!
Not the Confederates. Sorry, the Separatists and the
There we
Galactic
go. I like
Republic.
that. I like
Fucking
that.
nerds. That's all you do.
Dude, we were just watching Bad Batch on
Freaking
Disney
nerds.
Plus before the podcast.
I don't know what is
Shut up.
that.
We were talking about Star Wars Legends and the comics and everything. Fucking nerd.
I don't even watch Star Wars that much. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I just
Oh, we went to the Castro district 2 years ago,
Oh,
and
you
I
like
remember
that?
we saw
You
the
like-
naked guy in the pizza
Saw a
shop.
naked guy in San Francisco.
Bro, it was hecka normal because
Wait,
we're
was that when we went to go pizza and then to Treasure Island?
No.
Yeah, that was a different. What the heck?
Another time, yeah.
No, it was me, Alexis, and Adrian, and we were cruising around SF, and I was bored we were bored one night, and I was like, guys,
why did we go?
yeah, I was like, I never been to the Castro, and then we were like, yeah, that's a good idea, let's go. So we parked, we walked down, and we're like in the heart of Castro, and like we're walking, and there's literally, I turned to my left. No, there's like there was a sex shop. And then there was like regular shops, right? And then in the corner, there was a pizza shop, like open like at 11 p.m. And literally a guy walks in.
What?
Can you get off your phone?
Yeah, can you
You're
get
on
your
your
phone,
phone
please?
earlier?
Can you get on your
Yeah, I
phone,
know.
please? That's
I
to
was
check the
on my
time.
phone earlier, but I was checking the time.
Fuck
and I was-
off.
Yeah, that's
No,
checking the time.
no,
I'm checking the time. I saw
I was
it.
replying to a
Yeah.
Snapchat message.
Fuck off! I can't reply.
Yo,
Go
because
ahead,
you're
fine,
you're
go
part of the
ahead. You don't
podcast.
care- you don't care about us?
Yeah, you don't care about us?
Hold on, let me just
No,
record
you're
this.
on your phone. I'm going
Wait, hold on, wait.
Oh
hold
my
on.
god, guys! Look, I'm not even on my phone, and I'm over here talking about
Big PP.
where I went.
No, I just got my PP appointment. It's gonna be. I gotta check when I'm gonna go fix my PP.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what's it
Yeah.
called? But we went there and I saw this. No, I turned to my left at the pizza parlor. There's just a naked guy just ordering pizza. And I was like, butt naked, like cheek butt naked. I was like,
You wanna
whoa,
smack his
like
butt?
Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon.
yeah,
Did
neck
you-
on the counter.
Did you want to smack
Yeah.
his butt like?
No, I did not want to
Yeah.
smack anything. I don't know.
Flat.
I don't know. I don't remember, but I remember him.
You saw his schlong?
Like,
No,
God.
good. Thank God I see his schlong.
He was like, God damn.
No, I was there. I was like,
For me, Kenya's like, You got a nice little man pussy on you, don't you?
Ooh, I saw that and I was like,
Stinks.
I was like, yeah,
good.
I was like, I'm definitely in the Castro. Like, I'm here, but we walked by clubs and everything. I was like, but it's pretty small. Like the heart of Castro
nice.
is pretty
Pretty nice.
small. I was like, I thought it was gonna be bigger or like longer, bigger.
I've never been there during the day. The time that we went was during the nighttime. When we went to go get pizza at this pizzeria in Castro, I didn't even know it was the Castro until you said there was like.
What? You guys went to
there's-
Castro?
Yeah, there until you told me, he's like, oh look, there's people at the corners, like they're waiting for the crosswalk, and then Adrian or Armani was like, those aren't like they're not here walking around. Those are prostitutes.
Oh, no, that's not the Castle Street. That's in
Oh, Mission
not Mission. That's
International in Oakland.
No.
Tenderloin.
No, we were in
It's
San
not-
Francisco.
No, it's by Tenderloin, I think.
Sunset, Richmond, Babe.
What's the street called? But it's in downtown San
We're getting
Francisco.
pizza.
Market?
But we're getting pizza.
It was like a
It's
funny.
called Naples. The pizza's called
Oh, I don't know.
like
It was
Italian-
good. The
Italian
pizza was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
But,
Yeah.
So you guys went to Little Italy?
I've been to Little Italy.
no, I know.
You've been a little in
I've been to
SF.
Little Italy in San Francisco, and I went into an Italian like bar or like pizza shop or whatever. The pizza from Little Italy was, we had like me and my boy Alejandro from Lodi. We went to Little Italy because we were hanging out that day in San Francisco, and we're like, hey, you want some pizza? He's like, yeah. He says like, you want pizza? He's like, yeah. So we went to Little Italy, and we had authentic Italian pizza, like cheese pizza and like pepperoni pizza or something. It was like what's it called, like margarita or margarita?
Margarita.
pizza or something?
Yeah, margarita.
Bro, it tasted so amazing. It was like wood-fired pizza and like it was amazing.
Basil,
It was
mozzarella,
just like, I was like, dude,
mozzarella.
this pizza's fucking amazing. Like, I just can't
From
put
New
into words
Jersey.
how good the pizza was.
Fire.
It was amazing.
I remember when I went to New Jersey and I went to Newark.
You've
and
never
then-
been to the East Coast.
Yeah, that's true. Because I'm
But
from
what
New
I was-
Jersey.
I was gonna say earlier.
I'm from Hoboken.
I was gonna say earlier, as the representative of the neutral party between the Separatists and the Galactic Republic, we should go. We should plan a guys trip.
Yeah, I want to go to Little
LA.
Italy.
No. Let me finish. To LA, New York, and like just some other places. Because we were talking about planning a guys trip to go to Canada.
You guys want to go to
Road trip,
Netherlands?
I want to go to the Netherlands. I'd rather go there.
Guys trip. Yeah.
I'd rather go there than
I'd do it.
Canada.
I'd do it.
Nothing bad with Canada. It's just that Canada's like right there. I could go there.
No, I think we
anytime.
could go to Canada too, but that'd
You
be
go
more of a road
Canada.
trip.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could go there
Like,
anytime. That's why I'm like.
we'd go through Oregon and Washington,
Yeah.
and then Canada, and come back.
I'm
And
not
then we
sure.
can stop in Washington at the Funko Pop store.
Do you like Funko Pops, Steven?
I like Funko Pops. I love Funko Pops. Funko Pops.
It's a waste of money and,
Adrian.
and materials from the world.
Okay,
but-
okay, Steven, whatever.
But
You and your idealistic, fucking superior, socialist, fucking beliefs.
Thank you for
They
acknowledging it.
indoctrinated you.
Thank you. See that it's correct.
Communist.
Yeah, fucking commie.
that's why when the earthquake happens, when it destroys your Legos, like, the worst
Communist.
day.
It's just like
Oh, you're so mean.
That's what you know. That's the truth.
What did my
books are gonna-
Legos? What did my Legos ever do to you, huh?
Well, they probably polluted some.
Hey,
some
Lego's a big
country.
corporation and they have feelings. Yeah, corporations
'cause
have
they're
Yeah,
people.
feelings.
Legos have feelings.
Yeah,
because
they have
corporations
feelings.
are
So
people,
technically, yeah.
according to the Supreme Court decision, when did that happen? Was that recent?
Yeah, it was the Hobby Lobby versus some people. But
Oh,
it was
that's,
like,
is that why you hate Hobby
Why
Lobby?
do you hate Hobby Lobby
Is
so
that
much? They
why?
have so much great collectibles.
Finally,
and
I found out
memorabilia.
why you hate Hobby Lobby.
yeah, I've told you this many times.
No,
why
you
I
never
like
told me. You
Hobby
just say,
Lobby.
I don't want to go in there. You never
There's a
convinced me
reason
that
why
when you-
corporations are
You would
considered
just always
people now.
say, "Oh, I don't like Hobby Lobby because my mom and my dad go there all the time." Blah 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 blah. I'm superior to you.
See, that just shows you guys don't damn listen. Because I've said it many times that they're the reason why
I heard you
corporations
say-
are
I heard-
considered
I heard
people
you say
now.
that
but the
part-
but the listeners don't know why you hate Hobby Lobby.
Oh, my
Share
bad,
your story.
listeners.
Respect
That
the
was the story.
audience.
That was it.
Respect
That
your
was
audience.
it. That was it.
That there was a
Respect your
Supreme
audience.
Court case that they couldn't. It was about contraceptives, and that the Hobby Lobby wouldn't give its employees contraceptives, and so they went to the Supreme Court, and there was two rulings that the first ruling is that because corporations are considered people, like based on their religious beliefs, like they don't have to give employers
That's
contraceptives.
stupid.
Well, I mean,
Wait, was that through like they were saying that through their health care plan they don't have to provide contraceptives?
yeah, because of
Or
the
they
religious
don't have
beliefs.
to provide contraceptives at work
No, they don't have to. They don't have to provide it at all because of the
through their
of the,
healthcare plan.
No, because of the company's religious beliefs.
No,
think
yeah,
so.
I get what you mean, and I understand what you're explaining, but was it like they said through their healthcare plan to employees they didn't have to provide them, or they didn't have to provide like a little cup or a bowl of like contraceptive stuff at work.
Oh, that thing I don't know.
I'm
Probably through the
assuming-
healthcare.
I'm assuming it's through their
Probably
healthcare.
healthcare, yeah. But probably their healthcare. But overall, the message was that because of our religious beliefs, we're
Oh, I
Like,
thought you meant like they're getting mad because he wouldn't give it to them physically. Like,
Yeah,
Well, yeah, they
that's
wouldn't.
what
Oh
you meant.
no.
I was like, why can't they just get themselves?
No, yeah, 'cause the
kinda, you know what
argument that I
Like, 'cause
had
you can
was
get it at the
like-
store, but at the
I
same
mean, as
time,
an
I understand.
employer, you have like, because I thought you were talking about like handing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
no,
handing
no,
it, yeah,
no,
I was
Like,
like,
well,
I
it's
know.
not their responsibility.
You can go get it like
Like, why can't you go get
At a
condoms
store,
at the
yeah.
store?
Never mind.
Like
And then through the
Planned
healthcare.
Parenthood. No, yeah. But if it's through
Healthcare.
healthcare,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I guess that makes sense why they had to fight for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
But
fought and the employer lost.
No, yeah.
And so, and then remember in
No, I thought you said the employee lost. The employee.
yeah. Oh,
lost,
sorry,
right?
sorry. Employee
Yeah.
law. So because of the religious beliefs, Hobby Lobby now allowed corporations to be not determined, but viewed as defined. There we go. Thank you. As people or people
That's
with
stupid.
feelings or something. Exactly. It's super stupid. And then the one you remember Sam's Club here,
Known for practicing sex discrimination.
Yeah.
right here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember when I was
Sexual
reading that.
discrimination when it comes to promotions. And
Yes, exactly. I remember that when I read it in my book. I was like, what? And it literally specifically said the person's name and it conquered. I was like, no way.
stuff. I worked there.
And you didn't see any sex discrimination happening?
I saw a lot of union busting stuff.
No way.
Yeah, can you hand me the control?
Do you just let everything happen? Like
No,
you
no,
just
no,
let
the other one.
everyone just let
No, we had
things
no the
go
other
by?
one. No, we were trained on how to deal with people that talked about unions.
Oh my god, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
so you snitch
That's-
on people
oh
who
my
talk about
God.
unions?
We had anti-union training. Just like how they train people at Amazon and everything.
Mhm.
Like I'd mess around about it all the time.
Oh, thank
Because like
God.
I hated working. No, I mean the people that I worked with were cool. It was definitely a different experience, like customer service wise. Like just having people like, because I worked at the customer service desk, and like I just have people come in like with their returns and stuff, and like yelling at me and stuff. And I was like, man, I fucking hated that job. It was just so depressing, like getting paid to get yelled at and everything. Don't get me wrong, I was getting paid good, like $16 an hour. So I was making a fat
Not
check.
bad.
How much money were you getting? I said how much check? How much money were you getting in each check?
Like maybe 800 every 2 weeks.
Fucking good.
But yeah, it was crazy, and I'd mess around with my coworkers because like everyone hated the conditions and everything. It wasn't that bad. We just hated it. And I was like, dude, like I was in the break room. I was like, dude, we should unionize. We should form a workers union. We need better benefits, better. You know, they're screwing us with the hours and everything.
Yep.
And, like they're not letting us work whenever, and like they're putting us like they're making us work hours when we're not even available. This and that, and like my managers would always like they laugh it off. They're like, "Oh, Brandon, you're so funny, haha, unions." And then, but they get mad, like I was like, oh yeah, it's like I'd be talking about unions and my coworkers like, Brandon, you better be careful, the union busters are gonna come after you.
Union bus.
And I'm like, oh no.
so fucking big.
Yeah, they had that whole episode about union busting
Yeah,
in Superstore.
Yeah, I love Superstore.
Yeah, you know, unions are cool, but you know, we don't do unions here. You can still get your healthcare system. Make sure to tell on those that make unions. Make sure to tell on your coworkers that want a union. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, we had anti-union training.
Was it like mandatory?
What?
The anti-union training?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The training was part of the normal training when you get hired on, the anti-union
Jesus.
training.
How do you spot a union? How do you spot?
How to spot a union.
Or
If you
how to
hear
spot
anyone
communist
if you hear
student.
anyone mention the words
Basically,
if you hear anyone mentioning the words of livable wages or shop steward or unionizing at work, please let your manager know.
really?
And we'll handle it or something
Getting
like
a free
that.
slice.
Whoa.
What about getting a free slice of pizza?
I don't know, there's like a bunch of incentives.
Get your ass on it, like they drag you into their fucking
But yeah,
storage room.
they don't like unions.
That's crazy. Thank God you left.
It's crazy. Unions are cool. I mean, there's two sides. It's a double-edged sword, you know. Unions help people, but at the same time, there's unions that have screwed their employees.
Yeah.
But then it's dumb because like the way that I learned about it in my history class in high school, it's like, you know, like right to work states.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the way that I framed it is like, oh, in some states you don't even have the right to work, but in California you have the right to work.
Well, what's right
But
to
the
work?
actual definition was like right to work without a union.
Well, what's right to work?
It's like just the ability to work in a job and not have to get a union or something like that. But unions
Oh, yeah,
benefit people.
yeah.
Like
yeah,
with the Teamsters union, like my dad, you know, he drives trucks and everything, and through the union he's able to get increase in wages and healthcare benefits and stuff like that. And it depends
Yeah.
from job to job, but
They mentioned the right to work in my book. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot what it meant. But yeah,
because
yeah,
you think the right to work is just like having the ability
Yeah.
as a person to work.
yeah,
But
exactly.
it's simply having the ability to work without interference of a union or something like that.
Yeah,
My dad doesn't like
It's kind
unions.
of they kind of just switch it.
My
to
dad's
make you
kind of
hate
weird about
unions.
unions. Kind of weird about it.
How?
I don't know. He just told me that some people are lazy.
No, yeah,
Unions.
yeah, for
Mm.
sure.
But besides all that, that's all he says.
No, yeah.
I was like, aren't you part of a union too? 'Cause I'm pretty sure he is part of a union.
I'm pretty sure your dad is part of a union.
Yeah,
honestly,
there's no way that
like a janitorial union or something for the hospital.
Yeah.
Well, I remember UPS is the one that
UPS is part of Teamsters.
Yeah, I remember when I
FedEx
applied,
isn't.
when I applied for the winter or a seasonal job at UPS.
The helper?
Yeah, as a helper, I got signed up for a union. I was like, oh shoot, the union, let's go.
Pay it for you, huh?
Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, Jimmy Hoffa.
You gotta pay a fee, right, Steven?
Yeah, but I'm
Union
okay with the
fees.
fee. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That's why the union's declining because people won't pay the fees to keep the
Yeah.
union alive. So I was like,
That is true.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm okay with paying the fee. It's fine for the union.
Yeah.
100% is fine. Collective bargaining, that stuff. Oh, what if they heard the word collective bargaining? Where
What's
they
that?
get, I think where your the union leaders get together with the company and make a decision on wages and working hours and stuff like that. Collective bargaining.
I think that's the first that I hear of it.
Really?
Yeah, the term.
That's one of the okay, never mind. I don't want to.
But yeah,
Gaslight anything.
unions and union busting and stuff
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah, it sucks.
Ghost busting. They should make a movie for union busting.
Speaking of ghost busting, did you guys see the new trailer for the Paul Rudd Ghostbusters?
I'm done with those damn movies.
I'm genuinely interested in seeing the new Ghostbusters movie. The one that came out
I
before.
don't know.
I don't
The one
know
that came out
either.
boring. It seems kind of boring.
No, the
Yeah.
one that came out before was trash. The one with
Yeah,
the
that was
all
trash.
the
Yeah.
all female cast. Nothing against women or anything. It's just
I haven't even seen it.
it didn't really fit the story of the old Ghostbusters. But then based off what I observed from the trailers for the new one, the Paul Rudd Ghostbusters, it's the grandchildren of one of the original Ghostbusters guys, and they go to the family's broke, and they go to an old farmhouse that one of the original Ghostbusters left them, and they discover all the ghostbusting equipment like the backpacks and stuff, and the ghost traps and the Ecto-1, the old
Not that
the
bad.
hatchback and everything. And then I guess they open up the portal and they let out all the old spirits or whatever, and they have to hunt them down and trap them.
Oh, Bill Murray. He's gonna come back.
He's gonna come
I
back.
think Bill
Bill
Murray's
Murray.
in it because because they hinted at it at the end of the trailer. I think it was Bill Murray that said something, but it was really short. He said something, and I think it was Bill Murray.
Wait, before we go, last topic. I want to bring
I don't
up.
think
Wait,
we're
isn't
done.
Deli's
I
gonna
don't think
go?
we're done yet.
I don't know, but I just want to bring our the Space Jam movie.
Oh, don't even get me
heck
started
no, but
on
look,
Space Jam.
So first of all, first we're gonna ask what do you guys think about the movie compared to the first one, and I'll ask my second question after.
I love the second one, to be honest. I love the second Space Jam. It was funny. I heard some people say that the second one at least had a plot, or people said the first one didn't have a plot.
I'll hold it. Just wait.
But overall, it was pretty good. It was
What's
pretty
your?
cool.
That's okay.
I
mean,
it was
You said they didn't have the Meat Canyon. Bugs Bunny.
Oh, they mentioned Big Chungus.
They mentioned Big Chungus.
Yeah, it was
in,
hecka funny.
They mentioned Big Chungus in Space Jam 2. Big Chungus. Yeah.
Big Chungus, dude. Everyone got hyped up for Big Chungus. I think that was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Overall, I liked it.
I mean, what they try to do with the first Space Jam, I think it was. I mean, if you just think about it like this, it wasn't normal for movies to film real life
Like
people,
live action?
real live action with
With
cartoon animation. So that was one of its kind, because you had Who Framed Roger the Rabbit, and then
I
you had
like that
Space
movie.
Jam, and it's I think that's why it's the first one's pretty special because it's one of a kind, and at the time
Very
there wasn't
unique
that much animation
for its time.
/
Yeah.
real life, film adaptation. It was unique. But the second one, it was weird because I was expecting him to have an actual cartoon with
Yeah.
the live real LeBron.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking oh my gosh, they're gonna CGI the whole cartoon.
But they did at the end
characters.
though.
Yeah,
They did at the end. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like
I preferred the animation.
I don't know. I prefer the voice act. The voice acting was really good, because I saw video clips from the first one.
those Looney Tune characters did not sound like the actual Looney Tune characters. But
Yeah, the ones from the second
Space Jam,
one.
yeah, no, the first Space Jam,
The first one?
yeah, the Looney Tune characters, they do not sound like the original ones. But the second one, way better.
They sounded the same.
No, the second one was way.
I think it was only
Bugs Bunny.
Zendaya's
No,
voice.
yeah, well, that's because that's but the classic ones, Bugs Bunny, that one was 100% like spot, not 100%, but like 80, 85% spot on.
The second one, right?
Yeah, the second movie. The first one, heck no, like that was way off. I was like, no.
I gotta go watch it again and see the difference.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I like the first Space Jam better. In my opinion, I just thought it was better. But you guys bring up a lot of valid
I
points.
just think it's funny how a lot of like old heads are like kind of shitting on the newer generation.
No, yeah,
for
it's
liking.
just no,
It's
because
different, 'cause
you
it's
have to think about it
nostalgia. Yeah,
too.
that's why it's
Space
nostalgic.
Jam, the original Space Jam was made for kids and
Yeah.
adults from back then. But Space Jam 2 is made for kids and adults from right now. Not necessarily adults, but kids. Because, they're heavy into, like, cartoons and animations and, like, like, being on their phone all the time, which is one of the points I think to emphasize
Social media.
with the kid.
Yeah.
The social media and, like, being on your phone all the time, the advances in technology and everything. But overall, in my opinion, the acting felt very forced in the second Space Jam.
No, yeah, I don't know why did they have Don Cheadle as the villain?
I mean, it was weird.
too, yeah.
Don Cheadle's character in Space Jam 2 was kind of weird.
It's so
It was
weird.
a little weird. But then, like, the way,
because
because what I think about Don Cheadle is just War Machine from Marvel.
but he was just more than just like.
But he was
No, I know.
Rwanda.
No, yeah. Oh no, that movie was good too. Yeah, but it was just weird
he had
going from-
links to the dark web.
going from.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he's an
yeah.
algorithm. He's an
I was telling
algorithm.
Brendan that he said, what if he sent
Snowden.
LeBron or his child to the dark web?
Yeah,
No.
No.
but
Makes sense why it was CGI then. If you're gonna say the current generation.
I mean,
Yeah.
Or I
my
can see
favorite
why it was
part-
CGI.
Technology's progressed.
Okay, that's what I can see why it was.
my
CGI.
favorite part of Space Jam 2 was when they went to the DC universe.
No, that was
No,
that was-
to all the
showed-
universes of
No. But my
Warner Brothers.
My specific part was when they showed the DC universe, when they showed the Justice League from Cartoon Network in the
Cartoon
early
Network, that was
2000s.
dope. They all
showed
appeared.
not Spider-Man, Superman and everything. That was pretty dope. I liked it.
Batman and Green
Who-
Lantern.
LeBron was a Robin. He was like, "Why am I Robin?" I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He was like, "Oh." And then they went through Harry Potter, and then he was like, "I'm a Hufflepuff."
And they had all the Warner Brothers famous
yeah, like
film
Matrix,
characters.
Harry Potter,
Clockwork Orange.
They had
Clockwork
Clockwork
Orange.
They
Yeah.
had
He did. They had
it. They were in there.
slash thugs in the
They were in
freaking
there.
movie. They had
Yes.
I can't believe they had Clockwork Orange cheering for LeBron to win.
It was cheering for them.
And they had
Yeah, he
all
was
the
there
classic-
too.
They had all the
King Kong.
characters from the DC films, like
Yeah.
the Joker from the 80s.
Yeah.
Jack
in the
Nicholson?
background. Yeah, all in the background.
It was
They have what's his name? Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. No, they had Adam West as a Batman from the 60s. It was so cool.
Do you think that George?
Oh, they were playing the
Clooney's-
theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
you
they
think
were in
that-
the scenes.
Uh-huh.
The
Do you
old
think
one.
they had George Clooney's Batman?
Oh, they had Mr. Freeze. They had Mr. Freeze.
No,
They had him in the background.
No,
They have the people from,
Man, Mr. Freeze. What killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice
The Ice Age. That's my
They
favorite
had,
line.
They also had people from HBO shows. They had
Tony?
I can't even say the word
Tony
right.
Soprano.
Polly?
No, stop.
Silvio?
They had Sopranos. They
Pussy's
had
brother.
Ralphie?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, Game of Thrones.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Ice people.
Pedro Pascal. Oh, yeah, he was
Pedro
in
Pascal
Yeah, he
was
was in
in
it.
it.
Yeah.
I'm going
I've
with
never seen
Space
the show,
Jam.
though.
So I was on YouTube a week ago, and I was going through the internet, and then you know how people are making, how video essays are becoming big now.
Yeah.
1 hour just about something simple,
Mm.
a TV show,
Mm.
analysis about the character
Yeah.
or with the show, what
Yeah.
it symbolizes. But I think I came upon this one YouTuber I like. He does.
Oh my god, we're back on.
Yeah, we're back on.
Oh.
So like
Like I was saying,
Yeah.
came upon this video, this guy that I follow that makes a lot of YouTube video essays. He's like a British guy, I think.
British.
I think he's half Japanese. I'm not sure, but
British.
he also
Joji?
talks about anime too. He talks about anime, like does video essays on animes, like why you should watch it or like why it was significant. And then there was one about Space Jam 2, right? And he was talking about how like just it was weird because it had a weird vibe to it because he was like it sounded scary,
Yeah.
because he was talking about how like when Space Jam 2 came out, like this is the Space Jam 2 they didn't have intentions for to make.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he was just
They didn't have
analyzing-
intention to make Space Jam.
They
2?
didn't have intentions for it. It was supposed to go in a different way. They
I want the director's cut of
No.
Space Jam.
No. The funny thing about when you mentioned the director, he mentioned the director that there's no profile of the director's face that created the first Space Jam movie, and then he brought up an article.
So they don't know who directed it?
They do know that his name is there, but there's no face. Like there's nothing about him.
Interesting.
He's just the director, right?
Put it closer.
But
There you go.
there's nothing. There's like no information about him, just about like the films that he did. And he barely did any movies though. But
So he doesn't have many under his belt.
and then the YouTuber brought up an article, and as he was analyzing Space Jam 2, he mentioned that the director, they asked him if he wanted to come back, do Space Jam 2, and he declined, saying that what's the whole point of making this second Space Jam movie if it's gonna be the same story, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But the video, like the video essay takes like a huge turn because he just talks about how like it's crazy too, because he also like doesn't talk about the movie, but he talks about Michael Jordan himself as a character. Because if you guys watch The Last Dance, it's a documentary about the Bulls team when Michael Jordan was playing throughout the Michael Jordan era. Talks about how the video essay guy was talking about how Jordan himself was a big competitor, and I think you guys know that. Like,
yeah, big time.
if you guys think of any famous athlete, who do you guys think? Who's the top of that? Who's the most famous athlete that you know that comes to mind?
MJ.
Michael
Like an
Jordan.
American,
MJ.
an American.
No, just in history, throughout
MJ.
the world, in history.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan,
Jackie
right?
Go.
Robinson.
'Cause Michael Jordan was
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
was
There's
No, but Michael
fuck
Jordan.
off.
Will Chamberlain.
Michael
yeah.
Jordan.
There's
No,
Willie
but-
Mays.
but with Michael Jordan, there's-
Wayne Gretzky.
he was
Yeah,
one of
Michael
he was
Jordan.
like once the guy. So the guy was saying that he was like once of a lifetime like athlete, like once of
Yeah.
a lifetime greatest of all time.
It makes sense
Babe
why
Ruth,
people would say
Babe
that.
Ruth,
Yeah, something like Babe Ruth type. Mm-hmm.
Hank Aaron.
Like probably Michael. You could say Kobe maybe or LeBron, but
No, I
it
don't
doesn't
know
compare
that.
with
Doesn't
like
compare, yeah.
what Michael Jordan did.
That
You know,
tall
like,
dude that plays
the-
basketball for China.
or like Messi or Pele, something like
yeah,
once in a
yeah,
lifetime.
yeah.
But so he's just talking about how his Michael Jordan was such a different, unique human being because like his level of playing when it came to basketball was over. Then it was his mentality
Over
was
the top.
overmatched than an average human being. You know, like
Yeah.
But then
I'm
he-
gonna beat you. Like I'm the best in the world. Like
But
no
then he
one's
have gambling
gonna
problems?
outwork me. I'm gonna outwork you.
Yeah,
Type
gambling
mentality.
problems, right?
But yeah, that's the thing. I suppose he had. I mean, did he have gambling problems? I'm not sure.
He
But
did. I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
did.
but that's the thing though. He was so he was really competitive. That's what made him probably a gambling addiction. But he was so competitive that like he wanted to challenge everyone. He wanted to be the best, and that's what.
Wanna be the very
And tying with
best.
Space Jam
No
2,
one
he was
ever
supposed to
Here.
supposedly that.
They showed Michael Jordan. I mean,
Yeah, Michael
No,
B. Jordan.
but what's funny is that when the guy went on the IMDb, whatever.
Yeah, IDBM.
Like he was looking at the original directors and the cast producers for the first Space Jam movie. He went on the director. Remember how I told you the director is like she's like unknown,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no information about him.
Yeah.
There's no picture of him. He said all of the faces of the staff were freaking Michael Jordan. So if you go online, the director's picture is Michael Jordan.
some troll probably did that.
So Michael Jordan directed the
But
movie.
what if Michael? The thing is, like, remember how I told you how Michael Jordan was really competitive and that
Yeah.
he wanted to outwork everyone?
Yeah.
What
Not
if he
just
did direct
basketball,
the
but
movie?
no. That's the thing. What if he wanted to be the best and everything? Like he believed that his potential didn't just stop from basketball. He wanted to outwork everyone and everything.
What a
Remember
dick.
that? No, that's the thing. Is like with
Dick.
even his own teammates regarded him as a dick or like
right.
as a pain in the ass because he was just saying like I wanted them to play. I required them to play the same level as I did when I played on the court. But the thing is, it's that supposedly Michael Jordan was supposed to direct the second Space Jam movie,
Oh, okay.
and then there was like different plans of how the movie should have gone. It's weird because it ends up just like so basically the movie ends up with Michael Jordan just having like a nightmare, right? Just like he ends up having a nightmare with like LeBron. So Michael Jordan already reached the mountain. He already achieved what he wanted to do in his life, right? Being
In The Last Dance or Space Jam?
No, in the second Space Jam movie, where it was originally supposed to be. So he's having a nightmare, right? So he achieved everything. He became a champion, became the best basketball player, became the famous, well-known athlete in the world. There's nothing, you know what I mean? Once you achieved everything in life, what is there left? What's the purpose now?
Yeah.
So So everything is like kind of dark, but on the other side, across from him, he sees a man that's kind of his size. His name goes by LeBron James.
Yeah.
His challenge.
Oh, okay.
So he meets a new breed, a new challenge.
The modern goat.
The modern, yeah. He meets the challenge, and he's never been so.
He'll never be on the same level though.
But then with Michael, his nightmare was that like there was someone actually better than him, someone that actually outdid him, outworked him.
It's a new era.
And so like he ends up waking up from a nightmare. But get this, when he wakes up, Bugs Bunny's there to comfort him, right?
Yeah.
Because like I believe in the film or like within the Space Jam universe, like Bugs Bunny is like his close friend, and like he listens to him and all that. And he says like, Michael, what's wrong? You know, what's going on? You know, like is something wrong? He's like, no, I had a dream. And it's funny because the YouTuber is doing the narration of the storyboard, because he actually for some reason he got a hold of the storyboard how he got information how like the script was and how like it should have been. I don't know how he got a hold of that, but it's crazy.
A random YouTuber?
Yeah. And he's like, and then I think he ends up like kissing Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny ends up kissing Michael Jordan. Like, what the? That's weird, right?
That's suspicious.
But no, but the thing is, I'm getting weird about the video. Like, is this video just bullshitting or just like, is this supposed to like, because the thing is, like, it's just a movie, right?
Yeah.
Space Jam is just a movie, but like, people just want more of what they got. You know what I mean? That's why there's conspiracy
nostalgia.
Yeah, No, just not that, but they just want more out of it. Like conspiracy theories, you know, it's something simple, but they just want more out of the story. But
Sounds like a creepypasta to me.
it sounds like a creepypasta, right? But he just ends up talking about like how, you know, the villain from the first Space Jam movie comes back. And he's like, oh no,
Danny DeVito?
The Monstars?
Danny DeVito, yeah. But the Monstars are different.
Yeah. Danny DeVito was in there. Danny
They're different. They're not
character.
just Monstars. They're Jokers from like Heath Ledger Joker, Jared Leto Joker, the Joker from the 60s, Romero.
It's definitely not real.
And then there's the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not real.
Challenged him
It's
to play
definitely not real.
like for a basketball game, right? But this time I think it's up for, I think they bet on like, I don't know what they bet on, but moving on, and like an earthquake happens while they play the game, right? And Bugs Bunny's about to like fall off the cliff, right? As he's holding on, there's Daffy Duck, and Daffy Duck, you know, he's just like looking at like Bugs, like just looking down on him, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna hope." Like, and then in the storyboard, there's like the art, you know, he's like reaching out for Daffy, he's like hoping all that, and then Daffy is kind of like saying like, "Oh, fuck you," and all that, like. You want to hang out with your best friend Michael and all that. He's basically to the point. He's like, oh, for all these years, you know, being this character that's always been pushed around, you know, been made laugh at, has been victimized throughout the Looney Tunes universe. Yeah, and he like lets Bugs Bunny go, and he ends up dying, and
like Lion King style.
You know, yeah, and Michael Jordan, you know, like he ends up just like no, like crying and all that.
That's definitely not.
But no, what's funny too? It ends up like the guy. What's funny too that like LeBron ends up appearing and like he ends up like beating Michael Jordan 1-on-1 on basketball, and then Michael Jordan somehow unlocks his full power, and he ends up like raging like just some Dragon Ball Z type like
his full potential.
Animation.
He became the Green Ninja Warrior.
But he ends up just beating him up. But the thing is, it's what's funny at the end of the video, he just says, "Okay." Like, yeah, that was it. And then, but he also, in the end, he also brings there's like subtitles saying that some of the parts in the video has been like, it's been added
dramatized.
Yeah, no, it's been dramatized. Yeah, just to make it more funny.
See, I knew it.
Just
I knew it.
Comedic satire. Yeah, clickbait. But the thing is, what was interesting was on the director was interesting though, because he did make a point about how it was kind of weird that there weren't that much information about him or the pictures. Was just Michael Jordan's face on it. Yeah. But I was also curious on like how he was explaining Michael Jordan's mentality, how it was very unique, and how like, although he was kind of addicted to his teammates, he like
pushed them.
He pushed them to be better, and how like him as a human being was so unique because he like was more. It was more than just it was. What's that saying? More than life or basketball? It was like it's more than just basketball. You know, it's just Michael Jordan doing. What Michael Jordan does too is what Michael Jordan does the best, outworking people. But yeah, that was dumb though, having that Space Jam like 2
concept, but no, it was kind of just weird though. But overall, it was funny. I should show you guys. It's kind of like dumb, but it's funny. But yeah.
Yeah, everyone. I think that concludes the second episode of the Los Boiz de la Bahia podcast.
My PP hurts.
Oh, not yet. I have to do the outro. Hold up. But yes, that is the second episode of the Los Boiz de la Bahia podcast. You know, just to recap a little bit, we talked about sandwiches. We talked about delis here locally, some pizza. We talked about our adventures in San Francisco, working in customer service industry and dealing with union busting and stuff like that. And then we also talked a little bit about Space Jam 2, the conspiracy theories and video essays, and also
Japan.
What else?
Japan.
Oh, and the Last Dance and Japan.
Earthquakes.
We also talked about Japan earlier in the podcast and everything. But yes, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Let us know what we could do better. Let us know what we can talk about next episode, conspiracy theories wise or whatever. Please make sure to
Comment down below to see what you guys want us to talk about.
yeah.
Or leave a comment saying like, oh, like I like your guys' outfits today.
Yeah, or
like, I like your beret, Steven.
Or
It's really
comment down
nice.
below if I'm talking too much and interrupting, or if you want Chumpy and Steven to talk more than me or whatever. But also please make sure to share and review
Yes.
the podcast on Apple Podcast.
Yes.
And also share the podcast
Apple?
on Spotify as well. Other than that, we hope you guys have a great weekend. We
What,
love you. We
Apple?
care about
Wow.
you. We look forward to putting out the next episode soon.
Bye.
He's coming.
Thank you.
Bye.
He's coming.
Bye.
He's coming. Can't beat him. He's coming.
Bye.
Bye.
He's coming. He's
Chumpy,
coming.
are you okay?
coming.
Is anything hurt right now?
My
Who's coming? Who's coming?
My PP hurts.
Who's coming?
He's coming.
Who's coming?
Michael.
Michael.